Hello, everyone. Welcome to a little podcast I'm going to do right now via phone lines. And I hope that you are all having yourself a wonderful, wonderful Sunday night here for the Thumb Up and Ted podcast. Just making a quick little shout out to everyone. I hope that this isn't exactly intruding with everyone. And I'm going to start the music real fast. Anyways, so I am Gary from the newly made and now newly uploaded Thumb Bum and Ted podcast. I am, me, and then there's Thumb Bum, and then there's Ted. So that is a podcast where um, we have fun, whatever counts for fun when you argue with yourself for 45 minutes or more. But anyways, our podcast has only been around for almost 2 months. It's going on about three, and we're having trouble getting our channel noticed and our page noticed on Facebook. I mean, and it's kind of an uphill battle, and it's not the easiest thing to do, and you know we could always use some help out there from people that are just sitting there. Hit the like button or share it to Facebook. It doesn't have to be big, grand, just grandiose things that that just wow and amaze me, and just like I owe you money for doing it. I'm not asking for that. I'm asking for something as simple as, hey, these guys are kind of funny, and they're trying to be creative, and I kind of want to see this show go places. Then that's all that we're really looking for. We don't want to have to force people to pay money for anything, because that's not how podcasting should work. You shouldn't have to pay money to have your voice be heard. Well, I would have to pay money to get it to you guys, but I don't think that you guys should have to pay a dime for listening to my content, because, well, I'm doing it because I want to, not because I have to. I well, I guess that doesn't sound the greatest, but I guess I just started this thing. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I know for a fact that it's very fun, and yes, it's very creative, and I enjoy doing it, and I hope that I can do it for a lot longer time, to the point where it becomes where I just don't want to do it. I have to do it because it's something that's a part of me. And everyone wants that. When you're in the podcasting career, that's what you want to have happen, and well, that's what could happen. So I'm only like 17 right now. I'm about to turn 18 in next month, and I'm on the very very cusp of real life and what it actually is. And I've dinked around with YouTube before. I've tried doing the gaming channel and the Friends channel, and now I've come across the podcasting channel. And I know YouTube isn't exactly the strongest for podcasting material, nothing like SoundCloud or Wild Voice or anything like that. But it's to start somewhere where it doesn't cost money, because I'm just now turning 18, and it's not easy to get money. Most 18-year-olds, yeah, I'm sure they have a job by now, but I have struggled in the job field for a while, and yes, this audio clip is still going on, but I just wanted to let everyone know that we are accepting ideas for the show. And when you have an idea for a show, it's good to let it grow, then drain that idea and kill the show, because that's what every podcaster fears. It's what they fear the most. It's like you have a wonderful idea, and you're doing it, and people are listening to it, and they're enjoying what they hear, and then you hit that wall where this isn't funny anymore, and this idea that I thought was so great is actually not that great anymore. And that's where you come in. You come in and you say, I want to hear such and such be on the show because they're funny, or they have an interesting topic that you could spin to make funny, or a serious topic that we can just be serious for once and see what the characters in the show actually think about it. And and if that happens, then there's more quality content rather than just the white noise that people listen to because they don't know any better. And if you have good quality content, then you're gonna have more people listening. And I know there's other podcasts out there where people have this and they're good at it and they know how it works and everything. And I just started this stuff. So I don't exactly know how it all works yet, but I know for a fact that it's growing. It's growing slowly, very very slowly, and that's due to the fact of I'm just now uploading these things. And when you have a podcast, it's very important to keep content fresh. Like even I know that. Everyone knows that. It's nothing new to the podcasting career to have new content. No one knows. Anyways, good God, I'm trying to do an informational podcast here, and kids are fucking around outside, just shitting on everything. Um, so today's podcast is just a short thing. I've made like 3 videos today, just talking about we made the show today. It was a bit of a success. It's our 20th show. We've put over 2 months into this thing, and we've put a lot of time and effort and recording time and storage on the computer and everything. And there's more kids yelling out front, but that's beside the point. Um, we've put all this time and this energy and this determination in for a podcast that hasn't really been noticed yet. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing because it's not. It's good that someone has determination enough to devote themselves to what the fuck is going on. There's just people everywhere. Anyways, um, it's good that someone would have this kind of determination, even though there might not be a positive outcome. It's the thought that it's not exactly the thought that counts. It's the effort that counts. What the fuck is going on? I don't know. There's little kids out in front of the house just fucking with shit, and it's pissing me off. So we're gonna go to a music break, and we hope that you enjoy this and this important music right now. And oh God, messed it up. Oh no. And we'll be right back here on the informational podcast of the phone. And we hope that you enjoy this song. And we're back here on the informational podcast. Um, I don't know exactly what was going on outside, but it was strange. So anyways, the podcasting career mindset is well, it's hard to comprehend. It's hard to wrap your head around, and no one's expecting it to be easy. I know I'm not, and being as a person that is just now getting into the whole recording my voice and having other people listen to it. I know it might not seem difficult to other people, but when you actually do it, it's one of those things where you just always when you do listen to it, you concentrate on the problems. Like, oh, my voice didn't sound this good, and I stuttered a lot here, and sometimes it's like when I'm halfway through what I'm saying, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. And I have some of these problems too. Like, I'm pretty sure you've heard them even in this podcast. It's not exactly the cleanest thing. It's not the smoothest thing, and it's and see right there, I lost my train of thought. I didn't know what I was saying, but you see, with practice comes perfection, and when you practice it and you get used to it, and even in my kind of podcast where I'm relying on myself to back up myself, it's not easy, and I'm not expecting it to be easy, and it's gonna be probably really fucking hard, but I'm willing to take the challenge because I realize that yes, I may be good at this and it might take off, but it's the skill and proficiency and smoothness of the shows that count. It's more than just I'm gonna hit record on my computer and yell for 45 minutes. You have to have, like, even in my podcast, you have to have a comedic standpoint. Like, you don't have to, but you should be making people laugh, like even chuckle just a little bit, and then people saying, "Oh, that's crazy. How does he do that? How does he pull that off?" Hell, half the time I don't even know how I do it. But when you're doing the podcast, with the smoothness and the proficiency and the understanding the topics that you're talking about, you get into a zone. And when you get into that zone, where you go on and on, your hands moving around, you're interested in the topic yourself. And if you're not interested in a topic, don't be talking about it because it won't make sense, and it's just gonna bore people to death. And in a show like mine, where I impersonate, not impersonate, give impressions of two other people that are supposedly sitting next to me, and when it's actually just me sitting in a room talking about things into a microphone for like 45 minutes or more, and it's kind of weird, but it's worth it. It's enjoyable, and I'd give props to the next person who does it. But it's not easy, and when you know it's not easy and you still do it, that's called determination. To well, I would say bettering yourself, but in this circumstance, all you're really doing is talking. All you're doing is talking about things that other people have talked about. It's like reporting the news or the traffic or the weather, or just talking about day-to-day things that happen in the news. Like, people have already talked about this, but I want to make it kind of funny. Like, it mightn't be a serious, just down to earth, just bullshit, sad topic, but you give it time to pass, and you can try your best. Like don't be rude or downright just fucking, what's the word for it? Being an asshole, talking about like someone else's past and everything. But um, just I'm kind of losing myself here. Like, if it's a serious topic, you can be funny with it, but you can't take it over the line, because if you take it over the line, then that makes you an asshole. And if you're an asshole, then no one's going to listen to you because, well, you're an asshole. And I know at certain times during the Thumb and Ted podcast, I've gone back and listened to it and think, well, this isn't exactly as funny as I thought it was when I was recording it, because when I was recording it, there was other things happening in the room that made it funny. like the fights in the office. Where I have a drawer on my desk, and Jonathan Morgan came in, and Thumbum and Ted took him into the hallway, which is actually the closet, which doesn't make sense, but it's supposed to be a creative show. So the door. Sorry, excuse my stutter, but the door is a drawer on my desk, and when Thumbum was getting up to go out into the hallway to beat the shit out of Jonathan Morgan, um, the hinges on the drawer broke, and that made the whole situation a lot more funny than it was. But see, it's that kind of thing that happens in the office that makes a topic more funny than it is, because I already know that topic was not that funny, and it was kind of stupid, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to get me anywhere. But the point is, you have topics on your show, and you enjoy it, and it's fun, and it what the god damn. You can't talk on this either. See, I just angle my hands around my face. Anyways, I forgot what I was gonna say, but I'm sure it was important, and I forget important things. But the whole show thing is actually more important to people like me than say like an average everyday person. And I want to take it that way because it's important to me, and if it's important to me, then I'm gonna do it. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. I can make 100 shows, and like only three people, meaning like my siblings and my mother, could listen to them, and I'd be perfectly fine with that. It's fun for me. It's enjoyable, and sometimes it's kind of sad, but I enjoy it. So maybe someone else out there does too. So I guess we're gonna play you another song right now, and we hope that you have a good rest of your Sunday. Because when we come back, we're gonna take this to the outro, and I'll let you know all the important information and everything. So I'm gonna play you this right now, and I hope that you enjoy. And right after I find the song, here we go. Hello, we're back here on the personal podcast that's not gonna have extra music playing in the background. Phone, I did not authorize this. So we're here tonight. It is tonight because it's 8:30 on Sunday of August the 9th, August the 9th, um, August the 9th, 2015. Jesus, that was way harder than it needed to be to say. So, anyways, tonight we've talked about a lot of things for 23 minutes. And I think that they were important things to talk about because, well, it was important insight that I feel is useful to other people wanting to start a podcast. Like I don't even have people listening to mine yet, and I still figure out these little quirky things, and they might not even be true, but if they are, then good on me for figuring them out. So, anyways, I just wanted to say this last part because I have to have an outro for the show. So, podcasting is a lot of fun. It's not supposed to be. Well, I mean, it can be serious, but in most cases, it does not have to be just down to earth, just really sad, depressing, monotone stuff. It can have colorful little flares to it, and the more colorful you are, the more likely you are to have people to listen to you, and the more likely you are to have more interesting content. I don't know what else to say about it. If you have interesting content, then people will come. If you make it, they will come. It's not it's not exactly the most untrue statement, but I just wanted to make this podcast tonight because, I've been in a little podcasting mood all day, and the Thumb Bum and Ted podcast is actually pretty short, but I made my advertisement for an important show that's coming up, and we're gonna have another important show tomorrow with Mr. Micah Palmaffy, if I could say it correctly. It's 8:30, time to go to bed. We're gonna have Mr. Micah Palmaffy in the office talking about his life-changing experiences with his connection with the Holy Spirit, God, and which it should be an interesting topic, and I would love if people will listen to it because it's an actual interesting story. And that's all coming up tomorrow, and then after that, we're going to be having the Water Park podcast. It's either going to be Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't know about Thursday because, the planning around here is absolutely superb. So we're going to be doing that Water Park podcast using the phone that you're listening to me talking into now, if that makes sense. And you know, it's going to be fun. We're going to be at Wild Waves theme park for all day. We're going to leave in the morning and we're going to come back at night. It's going to be fun. It's going to be wild. Hence the name, Wild Waves. It should be fun and wild. There's a bunch of I don't know what I'm saying anymore. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we hope that you listen to that podcast because, Thumb Bum and Ted have never been to a water park before, which is probably going to be the most interesting part of the whole thing because, they're already wacky in their own little personal ways. Like put them around rushing water. I don't know what the fuck they're going to do. So, that's going to be fun. And if you can like us on Facebook and subscribe to us on YouTube, that would be greatly appreciative of something like that. And the YouTube channel is called Thumb Bum McManuel, and it's spelled wrong. I'll put it in the description of this video, so there's no confusion. So I don't even know why I'm calling it a video. It's just an audio clip with a picture. And it's gonna be on the channel, so why would I put it there? I don't know. Okay, it's gonna be worth the time because we're in the podcasting game now, and we are here for your entertainment and your entertainment only. And that's probably going to be one of the little catchphrases I come up with. And it's like another one before we go to commercial is like, I hope you're still listening because God knows that we're not. But tomorrow's show will be fun. I hope you come out and listen to it. And the Water Park Podcast, I say this again because it's just going to be a blast. And we hope that you enjoy it with us and all this stuff like that. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your night, and we hope that you give us a chance in your podcast listening mode. That's Jesus. So we'll see you tomorrow during the Thumb Up and Ted podcast, and we will see you then. Okay, I'm gonna play you out right now with a beautiful song that we all know and love, and it's called Bones Exposed by Of Mice and Men. Thank you for listening. I have been Gary from the Thumb Up and Ted podcast, and I hope to hear from all of you soon. Thank you for listening. I'll see you later.
Like the sound of the rain, pulling things from my soul that you believe.